Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I lost 10 pounds in about 6 weeks. Yes, that's right. I lost about 10 pounds in about 6 weeks, like a little bit less than 6 weeks. So I want to say like a month and a half. And y'all, I'm so happy of my progress, you guys. It's really just all about consistency. Basically, what I did to lose those 10 pounds was stayed in a calorie deficit, you guys. That's the secret. That's the tea. That's it. I stayed in a calorie deficit. That's it. Like, that's it. I've known this for years. I know that was the way to lose weight, lose fat, was staying in a deficit. It's literally about what you're putting in your mouth. You know when they say 80% what you eat, 20% gym? That's the truth. What is it, 7 o'clock now? Yeah, I'm about to clock into work in a little bit. But yeah, that's all I did. And I've done this before. I did it like a year and a half ago, and I just fell off. I just fell into this rut of just like, I'm gonna eat whatever I want. I don't care anymore. Like, I don't care if I gain weight. And now I'm just not in that place anymore where I definitely want to be in just a healthier weight. I want to be healthier all in general. But that's basically all I did, you guys. I stayed in a calorie deficit. So this video is just going to show you like what I eat in a day to maintain that. And it's super realistic. I'm not out here pretending that I'm eating salads all day long, drinking smoothies all day long, eating my vegetables all day long, because that's not reality for me. It's just not. But I'm also very much aware of counting my calories. Now, I know a lot of people count their calories with apps and stuff like MyFitnessPal. And I did that in the beginning, like a couple years ago when I tried it, and it helped. But now I'm in the mindset where I can just look at a box and look at the calories and like, no, okay, if I eat this, I'm not gonna have that. If I eat that, I can't have this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm very just conscious of like what my calories are. So I want to do like a little test to like see if I can maintain that by myself today and see if I'm staying within my calories. So I started at, I know it's kind of, people don't really like to put what their weight was in videos because they just feel like it's personal, which I understand. But I started back, what are we now? We're in what, almost not mid-August, but back in June, like mid-June, I want to say, I was up to 155 pounds. And I know to a lot of people that's not like a big weight, but you guys have to remember, I'm very short. I'm only like 5 foot. So doctors, in a medical sense, I'm that is considered obese, which is crazy to me. I never like thought of myself as obese, but medically I was considered obese because of my height and the weight. And I noticed the weight. Like, I see the scale number, but I also saw it in the way my clothes were fitting. My jeans were not fitting correctly. My shirts were a little bit more snug. I felt like my face was definitely a little bit more chunkier. But now that I'm down 10 pounds, my pants are fitting way better. Like, I have a picture I showed maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, that they're like a little bit more baggier on me. Those pants were tight on me back in June. They were tight, like I could barely button them, and now they're looser. And I know it's not like a big drastic change or difference, but I'm telling you, consistency is key. Like, it's all about what you're eating. Like, it adds up. I'm telling you, things like butter, oil, all that stuff adds up. Like, you don't really look at oil and think 2 tablespoons is 145 calories, but baby, 2 tablespoons of olive oil is like 145 calories. It's crazy. You don't really look at it like that's almost like half a meal in just 2 tablespoons of oil. So if you really just like look at the small things that you really wouldn't pay attention to before, you'll notice a lot of like the hidden calories, like butter, just stuff like that, condiments like barbecue sauce, like honey mustard. There's a lot of calories in that stuff. So now I try and use condiments that are like more lower in calories. Mustard, for one, I'll just use plain regular mustard, and I like mustard, but it has I think mustard has 0 calories versus like 60 calories in like barbecue sauce. You get what I'm saying? So just changes like that definitely help make a difference. So like I said, I'm going to be showing what I eat in a day type of video. Very realistic. Like I said, I'm not just out here like, oh, I'm eating salads and greens all day long. I'm not going to like sugarcoat anything in this video. I'm going to be very realistic. So I clock in about 15 minutes. So I made myself a very nutritious breakfast. I'm going to show you what I'm going to have. And a Hot Pocket. That's what I'm eating for breakfast. So healthy, right? Like, so healthy. But it's realistic. I'm telling you, like, Hot Pockets are so good in the morning for breakfast. Like, if you've never thought about eating a Hot Pocket for breakfast, definitely try it. It's really good. This is the ham and cheese one, and I'll post the calories below. I took a picture of the box to show you guys the calories, but I think what is 270 calories for one, and like 9 grams of protein. So that's what I'm also trying to do, is like up my protein, like definitely eat more protein in my diet. I'm not gonna say less carbs, because I feel like I still eat quite a bit of carbs. Like for this, oh, I can't remember what the carbs say, but I posted the picture and you're gonna see like the nutritional facts. Is this like healthy? No, but like I said, I'm showing you what I eat in a day to maintain this weight. So breakfast is 270 calories. I also brought myself a kombucha. I have been drinking kombucha for a while now, but I just stopped. Sometimes I just forget to buy it and I just don't get it. This is the Peach Paradise. The whole bottle is 50 calories, and it has a lot of like probiotics and stuff like that, and I have like digestive issues, so I try to get probiotics as much as I can, because I'm not consistent with taking pills. So I like have yogurt and stuff like that. But yeah, this has probiotics in it. It's really good with bloating, and it really does help. So this whole bottle, like I said, is 50 calories, but I'm not going to drink all this right now. This will honestly take me like 2 days to drink. I can never just drink a whole bottle of kombucha. I don't know why. So yeah, I'll just have maybe not even half of this morning, just for like, you know, something like good in the morning. Like, of course I drink my water. I brought my Stanley. I will fill this up at work if I need to. That's another issue that I struggle with, is like drinking my water. It's like, I'm not drinking my water, but getting enough water, because I drink water, but like I feel like it's still not enough. So I'll fill up my Stanley. Look how cute my Stanley is. Isn't she cute? It's the little lavender purple one. She's so pretty. But yeah, staying hydrated is key. Drinking a lot of water, getting a lot of fiber, so you're using the bathroom consistently, all that helps. So yeah, I'm gonna eat my breakfast now, and then I will come back and show you guys what I'm having for lunch. Okay, so I'm on my lunch break, and I wanted to show you guys what I made for lunch last night. This is basically a pasta salad. I'll put the box on the screen of what it looks like. I'm pretty sure we've all seen it in like the grocery stores and stuff. It's like that pre-made boxed pasta salad. I also added in some red onions, tomatoes, cucumbers, and also this pickled vegetables. I'll put that on the screen too, just to give it some more like little nutrients or whatever. And I also added, there's shrimp in there. I don't know if you can tell, but basically I'm not saying it's like super healthy, because it's like, you know, pasta carbs, but high in protein. There's veggies in here, and I'm also going to have a Coke, a little mini can of Coke, and there is only 108 calories for this can of Coke. So that is lunch for today. Okay guys, so it's much later. I'm home now, and I wanted to show you guys my dinner. So what I have here is a salmon bowl. Basically what you see down there, it's like, you see purple, that's actually rice, and it's a purple rice. Well, it's called black rice. I didn't know what I bought. I bought these little microwavable ready rices, and this is what it looks like right here. This is the label. Cooked white rice with black rice. I had no idea what that was until I opened it, and I was like, what the hell? But it's basically just rice, so hopefully it tastes the same. I have some seaweed, cucumber, purple onion. I drizzled a little bit of soy sauce on it, cut up some salmon that I just cooked. It's just frozen salmon from the commissary. Drizzled it with a little bit of sriracha mayo right here, and put some rice seasoning on it. I got this from the commissary as well. But that's basically dinner. This took me about, the longest thing that took me to cook was the salmon. That was only like 15 minutes in the oven. Super easy, so quick. The highest calorie thing in here is probably the salmon. The rice, I want to say, was like 200 calories. What did it say? I think it said 320, but I don't know if I made all that rice. It was a big portion of rice. The sriracha mayo, it has 60 calories for a tablespoon. I don't think I used a tablespoon, more like a teaspoon. And like I said, the salmon is pretty high in calories, but it's also high in protein. And of course the cucumber and the purple onion doesn't really have any calories in it. But yeah, that's basically dinner. Look how pretty that looks. Tell me that didn't come from a restaurant. Like, are you kidding me? And soy sauce, of course, doesn't have any calories. It's just high in sodium. So I used just a little bit of that. But yeah, that is dinner, and I cannot wait to eat this. So it's way later in the day. I just wanted to have a little sit down chit chat with you guys about a little bit more about my weight loss and how I was able to lose a certain amount of weight in a little bit of time. So calorie deficit is no secret. Like, it's not like some new thing that's been like, you know, like released to the world or anything. Being in a calorie deficit is like, you know, everybody knows about it. And that's how I was able to lose the weight. One thing I will say is, do not compare your journey to anyone else's journey. Like, everyone has their own journey with weight loss, gaining muscle, all that. Like, everybody is not going to lose the same amount of weight in a certain amount of time, or they're not going to be able to tone up as fast as the other people. Like, that's number one. Just do not try your best not to compare yourselves to anybody else's weight loss goals, because it will get you upset, disappointed, defeated real fast. So that's number one. I still do that sometimes. I'm like, geez, like, you know, I find myself comparing myself, and then I'll like try and like snap myself out of it real quick, because it's not good to compare yourself to people. It's just not. Another thing I want to talk about was exercising. Okay, I have like this back and forth relationship with working out consistently. I will go hard for like 2 months with working out, but then I'm not eating the best and I'm not seeing much in my weight loss. But as soon as I really start taking like my eating seriously, that's when I see the weight loss. So I'm not saying don't work out. I'm not saying that at all, but number one is like definitely watching what you're eating. That's number one. Working out, of course, helps. I plan on getting more consistent with working out. I really wanted to get into weight training more. I used to do it years ago, and I was really, you know, I wasn't like swole or anything, but you know, I was looking kind of, you know, toned a little bit. I just came to the realization that I'm not a gym girly. Like, I'm not. I want to be. Oh no, I don't even want to say I want to be one. Like, I just don't have the desire to be like a gym girly, somebody who's in the gym at like 3, 4 in the morning for like 2 hours. I just don't have that desire to be. I'm just not a fitness girly. I'm just not. Like, I have never been good, you guys, with like sports, working out. I've never been like somebody who's like athletic. I would never describe myself as athletic, never. Even in like high school, y'all, I've never passed, you know, those little mile run fitness tests we had to do like back in high school. I've never passed one of those tests ever a day in my life. Never. I just did not like exercising, and that like followed me into adulthood. But like, I try to take it more seriously as an adult, because exercise is not just good for like, you know, like toning up and looking good. It's also good, you know, for like your cardiovascular health, you know, everything else, blood pressure, diabetes, all that type of stuff. So exercise is good for you, and not just the weight loss aspect. So last week I actually did take my first Pilates class, you guys. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I a Pilates girl? And I really did like it. It was just like a trial class just to see. She let me do a trial class just to see like how I liked it. And when I say it was so hard and challenging, it was so hard. Like, it was very hard. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it was super hard. But she pushed me. It's a lot of like stretching, so a lot of like core workouts, a lot of like legs, but you're not using any weights. You're using like resistance, that type of thing. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm pretty sure you've seen like a reformer, like a Pilates reformer. Just Google that, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I really do want to take the class. So Pilates, as you know, as you may know, it's kind of pricey. It's about $200 a month. That's what it broke down to, 2 days a week. And yeah, so it came to about $200 a month. And I'm like, that's kind of pricey. Is it doable for us? Yes, it's doable, but it's pricey. Basically, you're basically paying about $25 to work out that day, versus like a gym here on Post is free. But I did like it, you guys. I really did like it. I want to make the commitment and do the month, but I'm gonna wait and do that until my husband comes back. I have a problem with paying $25 to work out and then paying a babysitter to watch my kids, because their evening class is like later in the evening, and I don't want to leave them home by themselves, obviously. So I just don't want to pay a sitter right now. So essentially I'd be paying like $50 a day to work out, paying a sitter about 25 bucks, and working out for like $25. That's like a $50 workout, and we're not like that over here. We're not rich over here. So it's just, I'm gonna wait until he's back, so that way he can be with the kids and I can go take my class. But I think I am gonna commit to a month just to see how I can transform my body in a month with Pilates. I hear so many good things about it. I did a deep dive on TikTok about it. All the YouTube girlies are like getting into Pilates. I hate that it's like kind of trendy, but I mean, that's what influencers are. They influence you to like do things and try new things. And I mean, you're working out, so like you really can't be mad at that. But yeah, so about my day, for breakfast, I had the Hot Pocket with a Coke. For lunch, I had the pasta salad. It had shrimp in it. It had those pickled veggies in it. It had cucumbers, onions. I just doctored it up a little bit to give it more flavor and give it more protein. It was really good. I had Coke with that, not for my breakfast. I just had water. I've been drinking my water out of my Stanley all day. I like fill my Stanley up multiple times a day, at least twice. Yeah, at least twice. Pasta salad was really good because like it was super hot that day, and pasta salad and just like salads, it's just like really refreshing on hot days. So I just didn't really want to eat anything hot for lunch. So that's a really good protein option for lunch if you're like struggling to figure out what to make for lunch. For dinner, I had the salmon bowl. It was so good. It went viral on TikTok like what, 2 years ago now, and I still make it every once in a while, and it's so good. It's really hard to find fresh salmon here for some reason. I don't really find it that easily, so I had to use the frozen salmon. I mean, you can definitely tell the difference between frozen salmon and fresh salmon. So that was really good. And for dessert, I'll show you guys right here what I'm having for dessert. Y'all, these things have me in a chokehold right now. They are so good. And they're packed, well, not packed with protein, but for a serving, it's 4 grams of protein for dessert. So that's not bad versus like a cookie that has 0 protein and it's full of just like processed sugar and all that type of stuff. So I definitely feel more better eating that for dessert versus like some Oreos or something. You get what I'm saying? So that was all I ate today. I definitely was under, I think I was 1,500 calories today or 14. I can't remember what I have in my Fitness Pal, but I think I was under calories. I'm pretty sure I was. I just didn't eat that much today, also because I'm like getting over a cold. So I don't really have like a big appetite when I'm sick and not feeling well. So yeah, I was definitely under calories today. Every day is gonna be different for me though. Sometimes I might be a little bit over my calories. Sometimes I might be a little bit under my calories, but it just depends on the day. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, yeah, I eat super light every single day and pretend like I just didn't eat a fillet of fish from Burger King yesterday. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I didn't do that, because I did. After I picked the kids up from school, the kids had like their football assessments and I was not cooking. So I'm like, I'm gonna eat this Burger King with the kids, and I ate it and it was good and I enjoyed it. And I don't feel guilty about it because everything is okay in moderation. You have to understand that. You can't just, well, you can, but I'm not the type that's like, oh no, I'm never eating that again. I'm never eating that again. I'm never eating that again. That's just not I'm not gonna be unrealistic like that. I'm very realistic with my eating. Like, I'm gonna have things when I want it in moderation. Everything is okay. You just have to start, okay? Like, you just have to start. Like, just be consistent with it. Just be as consistent as you can with it. Every day, like I said, is not gonna look the same. Just try your best. I mean, if you could only work out for 15 minutes that day, so what? 15 minutes is better than 0 minutes. You get what I'm saying? Just do your best when you can. Then the next day, if you can do 20 minutes, do 20 and keep working your way up. Working up your endurance, you'll be able to work out longer and harder. Just keep consistent. Just track your eating, you guys. It's like, it's a little complicated when you first start it. Like, it can be hard to remember to like, okay, let me log what I'm eating. But like, when you really just sit down and like break down what you're eating, you'll see where all your calories are. Like, wow, like I had some bagel with butter. Like, you know how many calories is in a tablespoon of butter? It's a lot. So if you just kind of like make little tweaks here and there, have your stuff in moderation, drink lots of water, stay in a deficit, work out when you can, if you can. Like, sometimes I just don't work out for a week, but like, I'll notice that I'll park farther from my job, so I'm walking. I'm definitely hitting my 10,000 steps a day. Looking at I don't have it on right now, but looking at my watch, I'll be like making my goals by just walking. Like, walking can make just a big difference if you can't get into the gym and work out for an hour. Like, just make small changes, take the stairs more, like just do different things to get your body moving a little bit more. But that's my little tangent on my little weight loss goal. I made my goal in about 6 weeks. So it's about a good 10 pounds. I started at like 150, 156, 157. I was kind of like teetering those two weights. And now I'm down to 145. And yeah, I started back in like, we're in August right now. I started like mid-June, or like closer to the end of June. Around that time. I wasn't really tracking it back then, but around that time is when I was like, okay, we're about to get into the fall season, you know, all the desserts, the, you know, Thanksgiving, all that type of stuff. So it's like, let me just kind of get it together, because we're going back home in, I want to say December, around that time. And I don't want to look like I've just been, you know, gaining and gaining and gaining. But yeah, anyway, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful, gave you little tips, gave you some ideas of like what you can have for meals and stuff. Like, very realistic. Everything I ate today did not require like me in the kitchen for hours or nothing like that. You saw I had a freaking Hot Pocket for breakfast, like, be for real. Like, but I mean, I'm a busy mom, so it was just something in the freezer. It had protein. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat it. So, you know, you just got to do what you got to do. Yeah, if you found this video helpful, definitely give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, comment down below if you are on a weight loss journey with me. I have a goal in mind. I want to get to maybe like 135. That's where I should be, around that. For my height, that's where I should be. And I can get to it. I can. Like, I know what to do. It's just me being consistent and not being lazy. That's basically it. So, yeah, hopefully this helped. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.